Now we want to think about strategy here. I'm obviously not going to strike to a closed line of attack. There's no point in it. However, I don't know that that line is going to close until I get there. By the third shot, I know what's going to come. And so if you watch, I'm going to go headshot, headshot, hand. I knew where that hand was going to be on the third one because I knew where it was on number 1. When I strike number 1, that was his block, and I know where his hand is in space and time in conjunction to my strike. So I have to do something else. I can't just hit him again like that. I mean, maybe I could. But in order to combo and flow, I strike 1, I strike 2. Who knows, that one might have made it. Now my third one, I know right where his hand is, so I strike for the hand. Bam! And I just crush that hand right through. So that's a pretty simple concept. Now he's going to strike at me. He's going to go 1, 2, and I put the middle up. If I didn't, and I had done the regular block, we'll do it one more time. Ready? Strike. Go ahead. 1, 2, regular block, hand smash. But because I know the drill, I can move the center of my staff. Not that I think I'm probably going to pull that off in combat, because I'm not, right? I think that his step strike was what it just was. I am programming him. Hit, here, smash. That hand is mine. Does that make sense? And even there, I don't end, right? This is going to continue through, and if I can, I want to try to strip that weapon from him completely so that he has nothing. Go to the ground. Get down on the ground. That little smack right there does the trick. So he strikes at me, and he goes 1, 2, right on my hand. And it goes slow enough, you're not going to hurt nothing. 1, 2, right on his hand. And you see, we're stopping, and we have good control. So, a simple combination. Here we are, we're fighting. I want to enter, I'm going to enter, and smash his hand. Maybe the hand smash makes him let go, but we can't guarantee it. So let's work off of what happens in case it doesn't. Does that make sense? Good. Didn't follow through, because if you saw the trajectory of that staff was going to put it right onto the instep of his foot. That would have been nasty. But whenever you have someone's tip down, you can take your back foot into a stamping kick here and just, not too hard because of Master Gallagher's floor, but put the pressure, right, a little higher because you're running out. That's it. This is very difficult to beat. When you stomp on someone's staff like that, more often than not, it goes boom, right out of their hands. So it's a great way, kind of use your third hand. These are all busy. All right, last drill, it goes like this. 1, 2, hand, but he puts middle. 1, 2, hand. 1, 2, hand with the partner. Go ahead. We're blocking. It's so nice that we're blocking. I mean, there's no way, right? That's going to really go down like that. You're not going to get all those blocks down. I don't want to block at all. What's blocking get me? Blocked. Now he hits again. On a reciprocal side, right, so the opposite side of my body, and now I gotta bring my hand all the way back across to cover that opposite side. That's a losing strategy. Better, instead, to get something for my bucks other than just a block, and that is, I'm gonna defang the snake early. I wanna hit his hand. I'm attacking, he's hitting my hand. Hand! Perfect, I loved it. Good. And then, hands! He moved himself out of the way. Ha! Great. This is learning to play the outside game. Now we'll reset, and he'll strike at me. I'll back up and hit his hand, hit his hand, hit his hand. That gentle and controlled, right? We don't want to go hard. In reality, as he strikes, it could be, and then we hit his hand hard, right? Continue through with the strike, looping up, hopefully for a disarm, or a takedown, or whatever you got to flow with it. All right. Hand! I say you just won that fight, right? So that's how you fight smart. All right, very good, sir. That's the outside game, long range, targeting the edges. It's what I feel when I hit his staff. So if I hit his staff and I feel like I've won the center line, I've gotten position before him, I can easily block and strike at the same time. Now, if I lose the encounter, I lose the bind, we come into the bind and he's winning that bind. The last thing I want to do is stay here. I want to let his strike power the other end of my staff. So this is why if I'm too tight, I can't react like this. I can't feel it, right? It's like you're being too noisy and then you can't hear a quiet voice. But if you're being quiet enough, you can hear these things. So I have to offer him something. I offer him this, and he did not quite beat me to the bind, so I whacked him right in the head. Did you guys see it? Right? I dominated that bind. I just controlled it so I didn't actually strike him. And now that I've already got him on the first one, I might come in with another one. Wham! And then a wham! Right? Because I'm winning the encounter. But if I'm losing the encounter, well, okay, I have some options. One is back up, because he might fill that space very quickly, and I want a gap, a reactionary gap. Gap is time, right? Distance is time. Time gives you the opportunity to put up a block. And if he catches me in his range, well, now I'm toast. It's not going to get that up in time. So backing up and keeping that measure is very nice. So as he hits hard here, boom, that's what we're going to look for on this. Now let's play it slow. Boom, I felt it was hard. He won. He beat my staff down. The only reason he didn't hit me is because I kept the measure. If I stayed here and lost the bind, I would have gotten crushed. But luckily, I kept the measure, but I felt I lost the bind. I don't have control of the center. I'm going to reclaim it with the other side of the staff. And then I can do all kinds of fun things here. Boom. And that all comes later. Point it right at me. Good. I am looking right down his staff. This is called immediate threat. If his staff is over here, is not providing immediate threat. It is loaded, but it is not really a problem yet. I could put a wall up here and I could come in behind it. But if he's pointing that dang thing right at me, I can't really go in. If I try to swing, he has the linear advantage here. So we want to clear the line. We want to get rid of that. So we're going to feed it to the side, and now his staff is sideways. And I can thrust in, but what I really want to do is hook a hand. And then we can make that hand right there. Smack the other one for a striking disarm. So here we are. I'm going to clear the line, put your staff in, and then you have some options. You could pull straight down, but his hand may be very strong, you feel. In which case, push it up. And then it goes up over the top. And you know that once you've thrown 2 shots, you know where he is on number 3. So this is in isolation. We're practicing in isolation. Try to win the center. Do you feel me winning at center? Do not let me win the center. You get to the center first. That was it. I think you won that one, didn't you? Yes, that's it. Good. So we're always playing for the center, learning to hit those hands. Great stuff. And now I can go hit, hand. Here we go. Hit, hand. And you're going to show me the middle. Good. Yeah, I go like this. Good. And then it's going to be hit, hand, but you're the one hitting the hand. Hit, hand. Hit. Here I go. Good. Hit, hand. Your turn. And now it's my turn to hit. My turn. Your turn. Good. Ha! Ha! Right, that's your hand break right there. Let's keep going with this one. Good. Nice. Boom, boom, boom. Excellent. We're going to go for some hand strips. Let's do that with the heel this time, because we did the boom, boom, whip. We did the tip hand strip. Now, how do we do it with the heel? So the heel comes up. We hit here. Yes. Yeah, look at you go. Okay, look, he's figuring it out. Don't fight against it. I want you to use this lever. Don't fight the lever. Use the lever. Yes. Wonderful. And that lever can go a variety of ways. If you just feel it, that's all it takes. So here's what I'll do, sir. I'm going to thrust. Let's see. I'm here 50-50. Pretty easy, right? Thrust with your heel towards my face. No, I don't like that. Now he's going to pull this down, and he's going to strip that hand. Now, if he's real good, look, and I held on, and he's got the balance perfect, so he pulled me off balance. Or he may feel, because he's sensitive, that I resisted, so he lifts. I can't hold on. Beautiful. And so that's it, just with the heel this time. Heel. Good. And he landed the heel strike, too. Go ahead for the heel again. I love that. Just like you're, driving through Dracula's heart. That's what we want. It's called an overhead heel thrust, just like this. Very powerful move. And so as you go for your overhand heel thrust, maybe I block it a little for him. I don't want to really win the bind, right? I don't want to put him out of position. I want to let him have that. Good, because it's a drill. Boom. Now, if he wins too much, and I can't pull and I can't move this around, well, I do other things, right? I do a double strike. Boom, boom. Come in underneath. In which case, block my first one. Block, come underneath, and now I got the hand there. right? So those little hand shots are all over. Oh, and there's the takedown again. Right? We always look for that. You don't want to leave your opponent armed or on his feet, right? Those are 2 general rules. So, all right, thrust. Oh, he chooses to thrust with the heel, and he strips. Beautiful, beautiful. He chooses to thrust with the tip. Knock that out of the way, remember? Because that beats him, yes. Oh, and now he can learn to get that out from either hand, all right? But we're working the thrust mostly right now with the heel. Overhand heel thrust. Good, he blocks for me. Again, he blocks so hard I can't get his hands. Go ahead, block it, push it over there just a little bit. Good. Oh, he's such a good blocker. Well, then he's not blocked here, right? So the whole is, he's got a beautiful wall, is to come around the wall and in this side. And now I work the hands from the other side. Ooh, look at you twirling. And that's one of the nice things about twirls. If somebody tries this on you, you go, foo, 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 no. Yeah, that's it, it's good, it's good. So right from here, I'm gonna smash that front hand. And one of the advanced things that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step this way as I do it. If you talk to Master Paul Chang, this is one of the secrets of his sparring. Now I wasn't where he thought I was. Now this hand, smash. And then this hand. Pop. And if it slides a little, you can always, like I said, you can always stop. That takes it right down to the ground. Or you can hold it with your foot, and then you can pluck the hand. So if it's there, you can just put your foot there so it won't move as you go. So as I go to enter, I'm stripping him already. I know I am. I'm going to use a figure-8 flurry to hide my motion. And I'm going to go for a heel hook on his front hand. It's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3. That's mine. Sorry about that back there. You okay, Eric?
Yeah. Don't want to hit my body.
So I planned that ahead of time. And so my attack was all about keep his attention on this while I close the gap, because that's a very crucial time. While I'm closing this gap is all the time he could use to close that and take me. So I don't want that. So I'm doing this. And if he had the tip out already, my first strike, go ahead, present threat. Thank you. My first strike could be to knock that threat away. Now, no way I got the second, but boom, I got the third. I switched it around there because he resisted that motion. Boom, but you guys get the idea. Wham, now we're in here. Different kind of fight. Boom. Boom, as soon as you get tied up, see, look. Yeah, I've got a couple good shots in. And then if I can stun him with one of those, I can return to the weapon. But don't be married to the weapon. Oh, we could go on and on and on. But I hope that you had at least a couple, little mini enlightenments, little mini satoris, right? Little light bulbs turn on in your brain. Usually for me, it's just like one little light. But sometimes like a whole string of Christmas lights will go on, right? I'll watch what Master Paul Chang is teaching, and then I'm like, oh, that fits in right here, which is why the symbol for universal is the puzzle yin and yang. We're looking for those different pieces, and you never kind of know where they are. They could be in somebody else's style doing point sparring, and then you realize, oh, it's the missing piece I needed for staff fighting. It's one of the principal goals of universal systems. So appreciate all you guys coming out and having such an open mind here today. I'm going to turn the show over to one of our founders, Master Alan Chung.